Might as well record while I do this. Because now it's here. Beautiful morning. Feeling real good and humble and peaceful, man. Like a lot of fire that just left my body, man. Like that spiritual warfire. Where it's like it's God taking it out of me and putting it in his hands, and he's doing his work upon his surface. This God's surface. He's the beholder. And the surface has been built and assembled up for his child, Joshua, the floating spirit that always came and gravitated to his flesh. You got motherfuckers outside the walls. Now I got my good angels. They talking good. They giving me, I'm Jehovah. I can hear all through the walls and shit. You got good angels out there talking good about me, man. Proud of me. You feel me? That's real solid, angelic, alien, galactic federation type love. That's the highest love when you got people out in the outer realms of this unit talking good about you. Yeah, they know my pleasures. They know my little shit. And this ain't nothing new to me. What's new to them is that I'm not descending. I have dominion. I have full dominion of every level. How can I descend when I got full dominion from the 98 all the way to the third and from the 1 all the way up to the 3? That's why God wanted me to empty my pomegranates. Because it's something about when my pomegranates get real full, they be after that juice up in my pomegranates. That's why they be bringing all this old slimy ass shit. Like yesterday at Dollar Tree. All that shit they did to try to pull a reaction. And they felt good to make me raise my voice. But you don't know I'm the universe itself. When I raise my voice, God coming. I'm his son. I'm his one and only. I was the only one on this surface because it's mine. That's why I'm the one and only begotten son of God. This shit don't stop. God ripped the veil. I can lay with my 700 wives and still be God's one and only begotten son. Because that's who I truly am. I am that I am. I am who I am. And who I'm not, I would not ever be. That governmental name on that identification, that's not me. And I would not ever be that name. But then you got, okay, so you got the good angels out there, my guardians and shit, my supreme guardian protected, baby Tut. You know what I'm saying? They protected me and talking good about me. I hear women talking good about me. I got women want to come in here and lay with me. But, we got this separation shit going because we got a bunch of reptilians and all these aliens and all this, the demonic aliens. We got all the demonic aliens going against us, trying to keep us away from each other so we won't solidify the Garden of Eden again. Because the Garden of Eden is just a fertility stage where the real SUNs of the galaxy come and breed with the daughters of Zion. And we bring our clones and plant our clones in the wombs of these women, and it goes and they come out the bellies. Our breeding process is through, our cloning process is through sex and through breeding with passion, affection, intimacy, romance, rendezvouses, foreplay. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's what God built for that, not just to jump on the womb and, all right, get out of here next. Get out of here next. Get out of here next. It don't work like that. That's how they want it. With no emotion, no affection with the love making. That's why they doing it in that nasty ass sense that they are in. Because the Sodomites wanted to build their own blood vessels. The Sodomites are their own blood vessels from other realms. They came on this realm, and they're Futurama devils. And they came on this realm to brandish their nasty ass, deceitful, demonic ways against God's heavenly realm. Just like when I go and groom, and then I put my beautiful fragrances on, and you know what I'm saying? I give a life-giving aurora to the universe when I come out. You know, when I get on the bus, the women just, their eyes roll back in their head and they glinch just by me walking by, because I'm giving a life-giving aurora. I'm life within death. Abundant life that's within the dead. Then you got the motherfucker that come on there and when they come through, you be like, ugh, motherfucker, why you getting on the bus stinking like that? Because they got that death stench. The stench of death. They're decaying from inside out. Because if your spirit decays, your flesh decays. They wonder why I be in my sleeping bag out in my palace in the wilderness, and my feet don't, you know, my feet ain't toxic, stinking like, you know, at one time they did. When I was in Lost Angel mode, my feet would stink badly. But I'm in Kingdom mode. I'm full Galactic Federation. I'm back home. So there's no way that my father would take his Ken doll and just let it be funky. Let it be running around here half-ass rotten dressed. And God dresses his dolls. His Ken doll and his Barbies. He dressed them. God, this is nothing but a toy to God. If you really look at the scriptures, God said he built this in his pleasure. Assembly. Like what you take, like you take a Star Trek or one of them Star Wars toy ships, galactic ships, that's in the box, like a Lego ship, and that's in the box. And you take it and you open it and you get the instructions and you assemble it. That's how God did this ship right here. And then God blew life into it. God said, I'm gonna make my little cadets, my little space cadets on my spaceship. I'm gonna assimilate them. I'm gonna make them assimilation. That means I'm gonna make them active. They're gonna be little real humans, colored man and womans, colored men and women walking on this ship. And I'm going to be holding it in space like this. That's how it really is. You better look in. Oh, I ain't got no, I got to go to the store. I'm going to smoke this one. Yeah, there you go. On my L's out there. Think about that, y'all. We're nothing but a toy box. Like I told you, I'm Big Bird. I'm Big Thoth. I'm Big Bird, and this is my Sesame Street. You better catch that shit. This is my Sesame Street. Catch that shit. I told God, forgive me for my sins, God. God told me, you died your sins off on the tree. You're not even real, Will. You're just here as angelic data. But you got a human form. Look at there. You think that's real? That's not real. God, make of it as if it's real. You think taking showers, you think that water is real that come out of there? That's nothing but air that comes out of them shower heads. Because the air, who say air is not water, and who say water is not air? They said that. Who say H2O is not O2H? Fish breathe in the water. The animals of the sea, they breathing gracefully up under there. That gotta be air to them. But they're in the brandishing in the water, right? So why not us be the same way? We're just flipped around. We in the air, which is water, and we're breathing water, which is air. So man, get out of here with all this old false ass tactics and all these jealous ass bitch ass niggas. It's to the point where I can see their jealousy so strong that, it's just better for you not to even approach it. It's better for you to just cross the street. God said avoid them. He said, turn away from their ways. Turn away, avoid them. Do not jump into their controversies. I don't care if I see a motherfucker getting shot in the head and getting killed. I'm going to keep walking. Because it's that time. Why would I go and put myself into the realms of God's judgment? Into the condemnation of God's judgment? It finna be like that, bro. Motherfucker, you gonna see old ass women running around. They left eye gonna be this motherfucking big. They eye got knocked out and they whole face bruised up. And ain't no feeling sorry for them. Like God said, Abram, don't feel sorry for now one of them. Jeremiah, do not feel sorry for them, Jeremiah, for they deserve it. Did we deserve to be put on that tree and chopped all the way down to a feast and eaten, cannibalized, and then pooped out in a ritual for sodomites? Did Jesus really deserve that? Now the second coming, which is the third coming, they talking about the second coming. No, this the third coming. Because the first time you stripped the breath of Tutankhamun, Lord King Tutankhamun, the Pharaoh of Egypt, the real baby Pharaoh, bitch. You stripped my breath when I was a baby. The real Tutankhamun died when he was 10 years old. And God mummified him and he went within. He living in his old head right now. Tutankhamun living in his whole old head. Then he came in as the Messiah. The ancient Pharaoh in the dead, walking around as a slave. I'm baby Ra. Nigga, I'm the God of the dead. I'm the God of the afterlife. I'm baby Ra. Every soul that's dying in this conscience is mine. Everybody that dies in this conscience is mine. The soul is mine. Because it's my M-I-N-D that belongs to M-I-N-E. Why you think motherfucker know what I think and know what I finna say and everything? Because we're one mind. It took me a long time to figure out how motherfucker know when I go up in a place and they just have the exact thing that God told me to go get. And I'm a baby. I just be trying to play it, say things and stuff. But, it's getting to a maturity where I'm going to connect this shit. God say, go get this money from the hand of this lady. And then I stand in this spot and be like, man, you bless me with some change. And she come and give me $40. That was already scripted. That was etched in God's stone. It was written by God's finger, his fingertip, and etched in stone. So what's the ink? What's God's ink in this fingertip, which is the pen, and it was etched in stone? The ink is the blood of God. But it's just to these old hating, jealous ass niggas, really fuck you. I've made it back into who I truly am. That morphing, see, you didn't want us to morph. The Morpheus of this. You didn't want us to take that pill, that capsule, and go on and travel through time from who we once was not to who we really are. The ancient Egyptian, Hebrew, Israelite Pharaoh. I'm God's Pharaoh God. I'm Lord Ramses the third. Lord Tino, the inner child. I'm the core. I'm the apple of the eye. Why would you want to come and try to bite the apple and eat the apple, bitch? You eating the whole eye. For God so loved the world that he rendered his one and only begotten son, that we, through me, we, us, shall never perish forever, but have everlasting life. Within, eternal life, everlasting eternal life. Nigga, we're in my old conscience. We're in my coffin right now. Father opened my eyes and blew life into my lungs, and my eyes open in my little unit, in my dream, in my casket right now. I ain't even been out in my dream yet. I'm Father Justice, Lord Tutankhamun, King David, period. It's too late. Ain't no going back. Ain't no turning around or nothing. But my thing is to stop warring out here. I'm the general. I don't have to get off my high horse and grab the sword no more. I'm talking about the fleshly sword. My sword is the scriptures. When I get back into my scriptures, I'm going to be stuck in them this time. Because, man, you don't know how bad I really want to study my scriptures to the ultimate. God put me in aisles of my path, my alignment with the scriptures, telling me what my next move or what I've done or what's going to happen or what he's doing to out here. But let me tell you something. When it's time for me, let's say when I get my beautiful sweet, wherever God put me out there, because they're going to be my sanctuary room. And then my other room will be a nice ass suite, but it's going to be in the hood, and it's going to be my little boom boom room when I take my breaks. But when it's time to get back on the horse and get back with God, I'm going right back to my other room, and I'll be over there 30 days, 40 days, celibate, sealed up. Not celibate, but sealed up, you know what I'm saying? Because my women going to be with me. But they going to respect that, baby. I'm not here to have sex with you every day, all day. It don't work like that with the prophets. We have to seal our little head up and let God work within the subconscious that controls the conscience. And if I ain't got my oracle gas in me, I can't work. So me just laying it and doing this every day, that's not going to be the move at all with me with my money. That'll take me all the way off the path. No, I'm gonna have my particular little, my little wives and stuff, and we're all God finna take it to the full mythical system of this. God finna take it all the way to the ancient mythical of this. I'm the Grim Reaper, nigga. I don't have to even play. I don't play no games out here. I don't spare nothing in the streets. Your ass is dead if you mess with God's child or mess with God's children. You gonna die. Period. You're just a skin that's rebelling. You're a rebel human that's worthless. A rebel human is someone that's practicing hate against each other and separating and pulling from people and not supporting people and holding people down. That's the motherfucker we seeking right there. What you thought Jesus was just just the ones they played as if that the ones on that movie? No, Jesus right here, nigga. Robin Hood, the real one. So I just wanted to drop that. I just, it's just a lot of jealousy on my back. That shit been on me. These old fat ass, gay ass niggas are jealous of me. Because the women are finna come, the cheaters. The woman cheater is sniffing. They want men that is filled with that oracle honey. Some of these women want babies by good men of God. They got women that's ready to be submissive to the good man of dominance. I have 4 domains, so I'm dominant. I'm just waiting for God to send me the right woman. I don't care what these fag ass, bitch ass niggas saying about me. Bitch, I'm doing the covenant of God. God said, I'm gonna send you your star seed wife. I'm sending you a Sarah and a Hagar, sisters, and they're body jumpers. They're shapeshifters. He said, you just got to keep doing my will because we're almost done with this Armageddon. All my children are preserved. All my children have their little spaces and, do their thing. Man and woman, all of them. God made it that way. He preserved all his children. He told me in the scriptures. He said, you ain't the only one coming in here self-pleasing. I got all the women self-pleasing with you in their database. He got women committing adultery with me in their head. And God allowed it. Because the women getting sick of them funky ass niggas that ain't worth God's reasoning. They sold their soul to the government. So them devils can govern their mental. When I'm the governing body itself. You built the government in my governing body. You built the government on my surface in my governing body. And then tried to make me a political prisoner. Well, I've been a political prisoner for forever. Inside. Internal political prisoner. In my casket. In my dream. Every dream of the angelic yard, every day, I'm a internal political prisoner. I am the king of the galaxy. I'm the king of the galaxy, nigga. Octagon, Megalotron, Tetragon, nigga. I'm talking about so many dominions that God has stamped on that baby. That's why the baby is the Lord of all lords, the King of all kings. King of all kings, Lord of all lords. Because all the ancient warrior lords resides in this last Lord. All the ancient warrior kings resides in this last king. I'm the last done. Nigga, I got a whole city. Enoch, I got a whole city inside. Right now. Right here. They know that shit too. That's why they over there trying to dig up my old body. So they can try to possess me. Like if they dig up my old body, I'll start disappearing out the astral projection and shit. And then they'll have my body and I'll wake up in the mummy shit. And then they, you come on, you work for me. Them dark demons up under the ground. It ain't gonna work like that. Once you go and open that coffin, ain't shit gonna be in there. Cause once you open that coffin, ain't shit gonna be in there. I'm out here. Somebody laughing hard too. The Guardians laughing. They know it. They're gonna be looking for my little treasury pots with all my gold and doubloon. Cause with my tomb, you know what I'm saying, endless gold and all that stuff in there. God done took all that. Where's the jars? Ain't nothing but bandages in that bitch. Ain't nothing but bandages in that bitch. They gonna try to sell the band. Nobody want these stanky bandages. Oh, y'all laughing so hard. We got the bandages of Jesus Christ. So, Jesus out here wearing hoodies and shit. We don't want them old mummy bandages, nigga, with that dead skin on that shit. Jesus, Tutankhamun walking all through here. We know Tutankhamun. But I'm going to tell you what's going to be in there. Some inscriptions that I wrote on the 1st century. Something that I wrote that's going to bring it right to me right here now. Jacob, watch. They're going to go and get that thing that it's in there. It's a scroll. It's 2 scrolls in there. And it's all in Hebrew. And they're going to have to go and interpret it. And they're going to show the real governmental name that was going to be put on me this time. Everything about me this time. They're going to actually even show that I was sleeping on the porch of my kingdom. My 1st century kingdom. That palace right there is Genesis. That palace was built in Genesis. That's the first palace of all palaces. Watch that scroll. They probably already got it. They trying to interpret it. And they're going to have my name, that fake ass governmental name of Saul up that was stamped on Paul. Saul is the senior, Paul is the junior. But Saul took Paul as a son. So Paul wasn't even Saul's real son. Yeah, that nigga Porot was never my real father. That bitch ass nigga was just simulized up into that fake ass family simulation assembly. That whole so-called relative ass assembly in Mississippi. That's why I was planted down in Mississippi through the spiritual realms. No, we're gonna take them from Macedonia. We're gonna take them from Salem. We're gonna take him from where he really from, and we're gonna spiritually, genetically put that nigga down there in Mississippi. And when he come out, you know what I'm saying, came out through treachery and everything. And this is all through this lifetime. Because like I told you, the very first death was my breath being stripped. Baby Tutankhamun, the real pharaoh that was going to take the throne forever. But the jealous brother, Matthew Ryan McCoy, who is really Sam Walton, who is really the Pope, alien that was cloned as if he was like a little brother to me. That nigga wasn't no fucking sibling. That nigga was a clone, an alien. He was the master motherfucker that sat there and took the throne of King David before King David even announced it. That's why King David giving it to Solomon. Cause they knew that that dirty ass motherfucker was a clone, a vampire for long times. The fake pharaoh. That's why that nigga leg fucked up. And in order for that nigga to stay the pharaoh, he was to keep Moses away from the kingdom, from the power, keep Moses, because Moses was the one that built that kingdom. Moses, Joseph, which is who really is Moses, who really is Tutankhamun, who really is Jesus Christ. Moses built Egypt for Tutankhamun. Moses built all that for Tutankhamun, because Moses is Tutankhamun. This shit getting deeper and deeper every day. But God, it's in the hands of God. I don't have, I like Father to erase majority of, he's constantly just erasing the past of me to the point when, the baby, father stepped the baby into the luxury, exotic, lavish, luxurious lifestyle that when them bottom feeders come up in my atmosphere, I'm going to look at them and never knew them. I don't know you, like God say. And when they walk up to Jesus and Jesus say, I never knew you, that lets you know that you're condemned to the lake of fire. It's me. Remember me? I'm in Mississippi. I don't know you. You better get out of my face. Man, get them out of my face. Get your ass out of here. Shut up. Don't you ever step to Tutankhamun like that, bitch ass nigga. Walk that way. Yo, bro, my mans, walk that way, my mans. Yo. Walk down that alley. Ooh, walk that alley. Go that way, nigga. Yeah, don't mess with Tut. They gonna tell you, boy, for the ancient day where when I go out, nigga, I got 300 around me. Warriors. They all dressed in security. We got our own security. I done made a whole security company out of them. They straight little YNs. Them GTA YNs and them Eli's and them Michaels. I ain't gotta say nothing. Nigga. Let me tell you something. You can't stop nothing God doing. Nigga, we going all the way back. We have landed all the way back across the Jordan, nigga, into the ancient Egyptian Hebrew days, nigga. All this shit finna be Egyptian as fuck. You thought Egypt was gonna really leave forever? You thought you gonna bury Tefet and Terratinum Because Tefet and Teratinum is Egypt. That's the levels of the dead. Teratinum is level 2, and Tefet is level 1. And after level 1, it's nothing but the lake of fire for your ass. Why not bring level 1 and level 2 up to level 3? That's why we in here of self-pleasing. Drop it. Level 2. Drop it. Level 1. You can't stop it. When I go out there, it's Tefet out there. And I'm the god of hell. I just don't want to be out there, my energy being shifted by these fucking alien-ass, demonic aliens. That shit that bitch did yesterday, I almost got that bitch punched in her face. I don't give a fuck because you a bitch. You a devil. This bitch came out the back of the Dollar Tree, out of nowhere, acting like she picking up paper in the back of the Dollar Tree. I was finna hit the alley, because I went through hell up in the Dollar Tree just to shop. And when I finally made it out of there safely, because there's something about them bitches, they try to get you in these stores now up away from up under the watchful eye of God. Because when I'm in the matrix in my palace of Solomon, the wilderness, God is right there watching over his son, period. But when we get up in these buildings, these motherfuckers try to play that shit where they try to get you with, without thinking that God ain't looking through the roof of that shit. God looking through everything. And then this witch thought she was going to get right behind me and do a brazen ass evil eye. And I'm talking about all up in my mix. I'm moving, she trying to get behind me. I'm like, man, what you got going on? Bitch, you better get the fuck on, bitch. For real, bitch, we'll smoke. I'm telling you, bitch, we'll put you on the altar out here, bitch, for real. That's my new quote now. Put their ass on the altar. For real. It's time to, freshen these riddles up and bring the riddles of this. Because, motherfucker be, they know Chief General Commander, Overseer and Ruler, the Guardian, Moses is here. So they know motherfucker getting fucked up and they just can't justify it. Motherfucker just disappearing. I'm talking about like that night, my motherfucking L's. I think that was King Von did that for Baby God. I really think that was King Von or Nudie or one of them. They was in the one dimension, and I was over there on my palace porch. Lord King Elijah, nigga, I was in my raven nest. I was just popping that shit. I was up there feeling good, nigga. And next thing you know, that land right there, the graveyard itself. It's many bodies on that land. Cause when they came to kill Jesus up there, they killed everybody that was over there defending Jesus. They came like in a massive load, like back in the barbarian days, the Roman days. They came after us like that. Sodomites and Gomorrah came to kill us. And they got me. They got me for Pope Urban the 8th, the first pope, the devil, the first devil that came to the surface. That motherfucker needed my organs to keep itself reigning from the dead into life. Cannibal, vampire cannibal. But that night, nigga, I had to clown, but then I chilled out. Everybody, I could hear the girl like, he chilled now. I'm so proud of him. Cause our baby Dennis the Menace. Soon as you can hear me a mile away before I get to my palace. Fuck, nigga. Nigga, we'll pop your ass out here. Bitch ass alien ass niggas. Nigga, you will hear me all the way until I get to my throne. And when I get to my throne, then I'll sit down and chill. I'll probably snap out about another hour. About an hour, nigga. Then I'll chill out, eat my little food, and smoke my little bud, and then I'll just be in my world. But at this time, nigga, my guardians, my one-dimensional guardians, my tools was out there. I'm talking about, they showed me. This motherfucking old vampire came out of nowhere. Old Sam Walton ass, big nose ass Nephilim came out of nowhere like a shadow worker. It came out just a shadow. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just up in my shit, in my wave. Father looking down, smiling upon his child. I'm looking up at Father, rubbing the side of his face like, I love you, God. I see you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't let motherfuckers know what I see up in the galaxy. It ain't they fucking business. I've been seeing all kind of shit that ain't supposed to be said. Nigga, I am the king of the galaxy. God made his son the king of the galaxy. Because Father is the Lord God Galaxy himself. The Lord Galaxy himself. So next thing you know, this motherfucker came out of nowhere. I just hear some shit like pat, 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 pat. I'm like, oh shit. I start seeing the shots and everything around that motherfucking vampire looking motherfucker. My nigga was hitting that nigga right there in front of me. I couldn't even see my nigga shooting. I just seen a wave and I just seen the shots. They were up close hitting that nigga. Pat, 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 pat. Swiss cheese that nigga right in front of me. On God. I thought the old vampire motherfucker was shooting. I thought he was shooting. And I was like, this bitch finna come up and try to shoot me. Cause he's shooting. Them gunshots. That's a little gun. That's like a little 22 25 or 380. My dimensional was shooting his ass. But I thought he was shooting a gun. I was like, this motherfucker finna come try to shoot me, bro. He's shooting. He walked up my way and I'm like, I'm standing there like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm ready. Cause bitch, I'm coming off these stairs. You shooting now. I'm coming off these stairs after your ass. I don't die. Nigga, everybody gotta go to sleep to wake up again. I don't die though. But anyway, next thing you know, that motherfucker walking all slow, looking at me evil like. And then next thing you know, right when he went to walk up again, he got hit in the back. I seen this shit get the shots hit him in the back 2 times. Pat, pat, like that. And I'm like, oh shit. And then he walked on the side and he was like, and then he turned around and tried to walk back toward me and look at me like, and God said, yeah, he died. And then God put 2 and 2 together. Man, that motherfucking vampire came in out the dead and got shot up, nigga, right then. Got shot up, nigga, hit that nigga about 6, 7 times, nigga. About 4, 5 times the first time, and then hit him in the back like 2 times. Pat, pat, nigga, he was gone. He walked around that side, he disappeared, nigga. He flashed in from the shadows. So we don't give a fuck, nigga. You going back to the dead. Our way. When you come from the dead or when you come, that outer realm is blocked now. But when they was coming through the realm, outer realm from the galaxy and shit, that's the future realmers. And then when they come from the grave, that's the past. When they come and try to attack the present, we gonna put your bitch ass back where you was. But the ones that from the future, you're not going back to the future. You're not coming out the realm. You're going to the fucking fire, nigga. So when they thought they was being slick coming down through our channels and trying to be slick and get on our surface and wrapping our skin and hide amongst us, nigga, you ain't do nothing but put yourself out of your future and put yourself in the hands of judgment. And I'm Courtyard Secretary of Defense. I'm the U.S. Ambassador. I'm the Church of Philadelphia. I'm the great bald eagle of the light. I'm the key of David. I'm Lord King David. Let me tell you something. When you come up in here, your ass is in prison. You in the galactic universal prison. That means when you bring your ass from that future, you will never see that future again. None of you. This is that lifetime we stopping y'all for good. This is your last days. We're everlasting life. How in the hell is our last days? That don't make no sense. Like they say, Nephilims is fallen angels. Nephilims, how in the fuck is an angel? How can an angel fall? We the birds. What animal got wings out here? The birds. We the birds, nigga. How the fuck we gonna fall? Only way you gonna fall if you get your wings clipped by God. No, Nephilim mean fallen aliens where God make they spaceships. These motherfuckers be trying to come out those spaceships and as energetic entities and jump down through the realm and try to come through the matter as a human. And they're nothing but energy balls as I am. I'm the SUN. I'm the morning star. Y'all think the morning star is good when it... No, I'm the morning star. I'm the one that help make your ass mourn. I come to make them mourn. I come to make their families cry. I come to make them motherfuckers be up in their funerals, crying and shit, mourning. Cause how many tears my Father Almighty Ahaya has shedded about this assembly he made, his toy that all the cadets are being invaded by space invaders, and only way he can have power is to have the oracle source in alignment. The captain. I know I'm a morph into the full captain of who I am, but it's in God's time. I know I'm gonna have me a beautiful woman that God said your first woman is gonna be virgin of age. She's gonna be of age and she's gonna be virgin. That's who I want you to have your twins with. And you will raise this girl into how you want her to live out here. She gonna be in your program. I don't be in no woman program. I'm the Messiah. I'm the God. I'm the ultimate warrior. Why would I be in a woman's program? This a man. This belong to the son and man. But if a woman I allow a woman to come into my program and my database, she's forever blessed forever. Multi-trillionaire in a matter of days. In a matter of days, I will be I am now. In a matter of days, I will possess multi-trillions. I've been a gazillionaire. I'm the wealthiest man alive. I've been that. God dressed me as a slave this time. I've been up as a slave. They thought they had me as a political prisoner, but at the end of the day, I've been up under hoodies and shit as a slave. The real Pharaoh, Lord King Tutankhamun. The real Lord King Solomon. God of the wilderness. That's my wilderness out there. That's my matrix. I'm UCAL. I'm Nemo. That's why I miss my grandmother so much. Because my grandmama was my oracle godmama. But she right here with me. My grandmama ways is in me. I could tell my ways that they didn't come from out of my own father. So I ain't never had like a outside father. That nigga that was acting like he was my father, Saul, that nigga ain't my father. I'm my own father. On God, I birthed myself. My mother is every mother that loves God, worship God, and obey him. Every mother out here that helps me. I done had women out here. Let me tell you something. The real body, one of my bodies is in Portland. I slept over my body in Portland. That land over there in Gresham is mine. God led me to this church. This church wasn't even open no more because after Jesus came, God done shut doors on these churches by their own hands because they're false prophesying and them false teachings and shit. That shit is exposed now. And all the congregation of good godmamas and godfathers and sisters and brothers and babies, they don't want to hear that fake shit no more. Some of them people will come in their own houses and have church instead of going up in that church house and giving their rent money to the motherfucker that gonna pay their rent with it. But I laid at this church. It was cold. It was in wintertime. It was in like I think around December time. And between December and January somewhere. And I used to ride this bus in Portland, all the way from downtown Portland, all the way out to Gresham. God was doing this. God was putting me in these buses and guiding his son. And he led me out to Gresham because God didn't want me downtown Portland because Portland ain't nothing but New Jack City. I'm talking about for real, zombie land for real at that time. And, Father kept me on a stern discipline. And, I kept money in my pocket at that time in Portland because I had got my little benefit money and stuff. So God said, go out. I want you away from Portland. Let's go. And God let me ride the Gresham bus all the way out to Gresham to the end of the line. And when I woke up, because, when my eyes closed, I died this day off. I died off. And then God opened my eyes again. And when my eyes opened, I was out in Gresham, Oregon. And it was nice out there. I said, I like this. And I found a 7-Eleven. I said, oh yeah, I'm on. I don't even think I really had money like that. I think I had a little money. I think I sat it right in front of 7-Eleven. OG, let me get a black and mild, OG. I done took over already. And they started doing all that old governmental bullshit. Bringing all them bitch-ass motherfuckers up there trying to get me set up. Police coming on, all that old shit. That when it really started. But God had me, I was real tired, and God led me to like a little carport. And it was a church. It was a carport to a church. And I laid right there. And God said, your body is right up under this land. Right here. Moses. The Moses body. One of the Tutankhamun bodies. And God said, there's no coincidence you right here with this church. And I was like, this makes so much sense. And look, I was sleeping in my jacket the whole time. My jacket was not even a big jacket. And it was cold, it was ice cold, but every time God get that heat to that baby. And, these devils were sitting back laughing and watching and all that stuff. And next thing you know, some lady came and just threw a bunch of fucking clothes on me. She was so evil that, they seen that the pain and hurt that I was going through wasn't bothering me. But I was freezing out that motherfucker. My feet, my toes was icy every morning. I had to rush to McDonald's just to go and get up under that. You know how you dry your hands off? I get up under that mud with my feet and shit. Nigga had to throw out, nigga had the confirmation. That nigga had to throw out his toes and shit. But no, instead of this witch, nobody would give me a blanket. No, I asked people. They wouldn't even give me a Gresham. I'm talking about that's Catholic Gomorian nation out there. Ain't nothing but child molesters and rapos out there. And they old too. And they knew who I was and who I am and who I is to be. They knew before he knew. And next thing you know, out the blue, some witch came and threw a bunch of clothes on me. Talking about here and keep you warm. And just threw them on me. I took all them clothes and said, bitch, don't be throwing all this old shit on me, bitch. What the fuck you gonna come out of nowhere and throw a bunch of fucking little clothes on me? I took all them clothes and threw them on the side. And that's that day, that night, where I got up, rolled a blunt, and I went and stood at the bus stop all night long. That's when my immortality when Father's immortality took over in me. I stood there all night long, cold. It was cold, but I never felt none of that shit. I was clowning the whole night. That when God broke all that old, God broke that shit. My shit, nigga, you alive in the dead, nigga, enjoy. Because everything you doing is the scriptures. You're replaying the scriptures itself over and over again. Next thing you know, God made me do that little skit, that little shit I said about muskrat, Elon Muskrat, Noel of the muskrats. When I said that nigga gonna come over there with that 200 million and all that shit. Take that nigga shit. Fuck nigga. Shoot his ass. Don't let him get away. Been a Swiss cheese that nigga Tesla had. Had that nigga. My birds had that nigga Tesla looking like a strainer, nigga, a spaghetti strainer. Better cook your shit. Better took that 200 million, take one briefcase for myself and take the other 100 million and just throw it on the ground everywhere. On God. Here y'all go. Fuck him. That one bag going with me, though. That 100 million going with me. Took that nigga shit. Took it. Take it. Like God said, the motherfucker better not come to me with no bribes or nothing. On God. God told me not to take none of their money. Never. At one time, God said it'd be messed up if they come with a bag of money and be like, yeah, sign right here. And I'll be like, that money ain't real. Yes, it is. Look at it. It's for you. But you got to sign this paper. Let me see. Grab out 2 big blocks real quick and be like, this shit ain't real. Let me see. No, take it out. No, I don't want all of it. You just said it was all for me. I just grabbed me a couple blocks. You said you don't. Now I ain't got to sign shit. I ain't giving shit back. That boy better grab out a good 75 racks on their ass and walked away. Appreciate it, though. Thank you. God said, no, don't you touch none of that shit. I ain't touching no money and no bags or nothing. They done come with briefcase. I'm talking about luggage bag full of money and be pointing at it talking about, man, I don't want none of that old dirty ass evil money. My money coming out the U.S. Treasury, bitch. My money coming off my pallets. I got pallets of that shit. That's why Father gonna choose my friend, my new people, or my colony wisely. My nest of new family is gonna be divine supremes. I'm talking about real men and women of Christ, of righteousness, that walks with the helmets of God. Because without God's helmet, your body ain't nothing. Your body is free pickings for the government. Governmentals. It ain't governmentals, it's governmentals. Governmentals, metalheads, metal workers, busybodies. Motherfuckers running around here, straight alien metalheads. Because the head is the real life for this. If you cut the head off the body, what the body gonna do? That blood gonna pump it, that heart gonna pump it till it stop. That blood gonna shoot and it gonna be gone. Your body gonna be laying there like this. You know, like a diffused robot body. And your head gonna be over there like that. Because without the body, the head ain't gonna. How you gonna work the body without a head? And how you gonna work the head without a body to attach it to? Because head really mean helmets that enter the angelic dream. Helmets. Father's helmets that enter the angelic dream. That don't mean that our head just fly out the heavens and just attach to the body. That means that God takes the consciousness of our past life and travel them through time with our new bodies that has been assigned upon this surface, and then He morph us and gravitate us into the conscious, the subconscious, into the avatar. Cause the body is nothing but an avatar. The spirit is the real essence of the body. The conscience is the intelligence of the body. And the soul is the whole action of the whole characteristic action of the body. The soul is the cockpit. The conscience is the direction, you know what I'm saying, the controlled helmet. God is controller. And the spirit is your whole essence of ascension and descension. Your elevation of mood. Your de-elevation of mood as well. That's why God do this balanced scale with me. Because I can't be overly righteous all the time. Because it will ruin me. People would not want to mess with me because I'm too righteous. I would not talk. I can't talk on their level. And a lot of people cannot get up to my level. Because they're not designed to. So I have to be able to get on my people's level. Because my humans, these are my colored man and womans. These are mine. So now I'm understanding, instead of going out there condemning everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because if I condemn them, I'm condemning myself. If I'm cursing them, I'm cursing myself. You feel me? If I go and give love to people, then I'm giving love to myself. If I say, y'all stay blessed and have a great day, y'all, that means I'm telling me that because it's going through them and coming back to me. And it's going to bring a radiant light of us all as one. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. I'm just a warrior. I'm baby Jehoiakim. I'm Lord King Jehoiakim. I'm the baby Lion King of Judah. It's in me, y'all. It's my father told me through the scripture. He put my heart is a real lion's heart. All the Jacobs is Jah, God's baby cubs. Jacobs, we're Jah, God's baby cubs. We're the cubs. We're the little lions. We got real lion hearts in our bodies. That God did this. This God's laboratory. This don't belong to Dexter. This don't belong to Nikola Tesla. This don't belong to the mad scientists. This belongs to the number one scientist of all scientists, and that's God Almighty. Because if you got anything on this surface, God is the creator of it. The person that created these lighters, God created these lighters through that person. The person that designed and made this remote, God designed this remote through that person. So it's God's overall say-so in everything. Just think about that. I'm finna get up and go in a minute. Gonna get a little absorbing of the universe of me. Look at all my brothers and sisters on all levels with peace and love first. I know some of them come and make me want to have they ass motherfucking barbecued so fast. But I have to be careful because I am the big general. So when I say pop they ass, they gonna get popped. It gonna be justified, but I'm too fast. I gotta just let a person put themselves really in that pot. And then we gonna put the top on that pot when you really put yourself in that boiling water. And then we're gonna put the top on it. And then your bitch ass gonna get what you deserve. I'm learning. I'm baby. I'm baby God forever. I'm only 5 years old in this magical world. I'm only 5 years old in this magical world. And I'm the wizard. I'm the majestic of it all. I'm Shango Shalom. I'm the genie in my own bottle. And I feel like a lot of people want to teach me now in a righteous way, like help me to, like they've been wanting to teach me forever though. But the reptilians, if they see any of my Israelites trying to bring support and love to me, they're going to destroy them. Because it's hard to destroy me, but it's easy to destroy the brothers and sisters of me. Next thing you know, they losing their job. Then they lose their place to stay. Then they lose all their possession. Then they be out here. Because the reptilians got blueprints for all of us. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm in my own whole conscience. I'm in my own air. Father has given me the heavenly realms. Father has given me the air. Father has given me the surface. Father has entwined me with Mama Nature. Mama Nature embraces me in her bosom. The animal kingdom favors me greatly because that's where we come from. So the animal kingdom or the animals that are in their animal form, that's our sisters and brothers too. All that. And then human mankind is coming into togetherness with me. Because it's only the good, which is the gods, that are finna really gravitate to baby God Almighty. Because I'm baby God Almighty or higher. Anybody that really do good out here, really practice good. See, practicing good is that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody got their ways. We got our demons and stuff. That what makes us authentic. That what separates us from each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got, like God says in the Bible. God said, it is I that is the beholder and the possessor of all souls. Father mean that I act through everybody that I've created. You got to understand the power of Father Almighty, man. We're not us. I'm not me. I am me that has created us to be together with we. Because me is we. We is us. The universal saints. The ultimate supreme universal saints, united skins. Somebody say he talks some powerful shit. Appreciate it. I'm just a messenger. I'm the Messiah. And when I'm in here, I'm on break mode. But that just show you it's embedded in me. My demons, I control my demons. I can control my little head. Like it say, don't let your little head control your big head. Let your big head control your little head. Because guess what? Your little head gonna have to be satisfied. That's why God put it there. But it's how you control it with your big head. Because your big head is the helmet of God. And your little head is the body. Is the head of the body. Your big head is the helmet of God. So you always stay up in the helmet. But it's going to be time that you're going to have to use your head of your body. Because that's how we can clone our bodies for the future. I am Eden. I am the Garden of Eden. I'm the one that gonna bring man and woman together again and take all this other shit away. Cause soon Father put his son in his wealth, and soon as Father put his son in the bed with a virgin, beautiful empress, Egyptian empress, I promise you, every real man of God, and every woman of God, the daughters of Zion, is going to come together. That's when it's going to happen. As soon as I get it popping, everybody going to get it popping. Man, Abraham and Sarah, all the Abrams and the Sarais are going to come together again. Soon as the number one Abram and the number one Sarai come together. And that's when that whole sodomite ass colony gonna be like, nah! Yeah. Go back to the graves, bitch. For real. Cause now we brought it back to the Garden of Eden. Where Abram, Sarai come together and be fruitful and multiply. The land will be fruitful. God said, when we bring this together, man, we're gonna be in the graveyard alive. We're gonna live a natural life. We're gonna be naturally alive in this casket. God said, when we get done with this, after we get done with this right here, this extermination, and then come together as one nation under God. Abraham and Sarai are many nationalities, but we're one united skin. Let me tell you something. One united skins within the skin. Let me tell you something. I'm talking about we gonna be in the casket, in the dream, living a real life again. Ain't that so scary and real? Ooh. So everybody on them far way out on the other side of the conscience, they the ones that not living the real life. We living the real life in the dead. The deeper you go into the graves, the more you live a realer life. That's why it's time for the magic. We're taking all the sorcery out of here and have nothing but magic. I remember at one time, magic was coming to me. It was through the hands of my little, my first wife. You know what I'm saying? A lot of magic came through her hands for me to mature me and elevate me into a lifestyle of not only poverty, but a taste of the other side too. Because me and my first wife, you know what I'm saying, trips, out of town, endless trips, Myrtle Beach, just going everywhere, like she was an angel that was sent in my path. She chose me. I don't choose, I get chose. And I was younger than her, so she was a Sarah, a cougar. She was older than me, 7 years older than me. And that's crazy, 7. She was 7 years older than me. And I just remember where God was showed me that my life is going to be like this in the end. He would just give me a taste at that time when, I smacked that, I'm Mississippi boy. I raised making love to them big girls. Smacking them too. But, I smacked it good. And next thing you know, she did some crazy shit, man. She was like, come on, baby, I want us to do some things. I want us to go and get a car. Cause she gave me a car. It was a Ford Tempo. But the head gasket was messed up. So, I just be going from my spot because I was in that little transitions program. All up with little niggas in there. We were young and we was just, man, nigga, we was up and there, nigga, we were having our way. In the daytime, we be acting like we just in classes and shit and all that. But once we get done with the classes, nigga, we out, nigga. Them niggas, man, we doing big thing. But one thing about it, we wasn't doing drugs or nothing. Anybody that do drugs in there, they are getting kicked the freak out because they do drug tests. I was off of weed at the time. I sure was. I wasn't smoking weed at the time. And next thing you know, man, I'm talking about, we went out to the airport in Atlanta. And just for me, knowing that this is my girl, you know what I'm saying, that this finna be my new girl or whatever, and I'm just standing, you know what I'm saying, I ain't all up in her face, I ain't on that sucker shit, I'm standing back, like, I ain't finna be looking all in her business and shit. And she was like, baby, why you standing over there? I'm like, baby, I ain't trying to look all in your business or nothing. She was like, no, you can stand by me. Stand by me. I want you to stand by me. Because, she was jealous. All my women be jealous. All my women be jealous when it come to me. I stood by her, but I kept my head, you know what I'm saying, showing her, I ain't trying to look all in your stuff. Other nigga be doing that shit. I don't do that shit. Like be looking all in her purse and shit. I don't do that shit. If you gonna give me some money, just give me some money. But anyway, so after that, she got the car. She was like, "Which one you want?" I said, "Oh." She said, "No, she was like, "You get whatever you want, baby. What Mercedes or whatever?" I said, "For real, let's get them Benz." And then I'm sorry, we already rented the Benz. So they were doing witchcraft shit way back there with me. Oh, little baby Jesus, way back. So we went and got some what that is, that Mitsubishi Galant, that Galant, that the brand new Mitsubishi Galant, something like that. And that bitch was filthy though. It was green. That bitch was filthy. And my queen say, "All right, so let's get in the driver's seat. Let me get in the driver's seat." No, she ain't say none of that. She just got in the driver's seat. I got in the passenger seat. I laid back. I said, "Baby, so what we gonna?" Cause I was like, "What should I do with smoking my blunts?" And she was like, "It's good, just we clean it out afterwards." I was like, "All right, yeah, I'm finna, boy, we finna ride, nigga, clean, nigga, head to toe, nigga. I'm talking about brand new everything. She already done gave me about 300. I done went up in there, got hood clean, nigga, for the low, nigga, so clean. Nigga, I had the all white Reeboks, nigga, the soldieries on and everything, nigga, on God. Nigga had the matching two-piece set on and one piece. The two-piece set, the top with the bottom shorts and shit. The matching though. The flea market fit, yeah. But I had went and got, we went to a shoe store. I got my Reebok soldieries. All white with the brown bottoms on that bitch. I was so clean that day. Next thing you know, I turned around and cause see, man, I ain't gonna even get into that cause we got into a bad fight that night. But so she go through the thing and then we hit the highway in that bitch and then she said, "We gotta get some gas." See, my first wife was a fucking wizardress. She had sorcery. She knew sorcery as well, but she practiced wizardry a lot. She didn't never practice that sorcery shit. She was a good woman, but she been through a lot of badass situations where I ain't gonna get into that shit. Cause one nigga I had to run that nigga off with some other shit like nigga I'll fuck you up for real, nigga. She mine now, nigga. Nigga, come, I'll come to get my shit. I'm like, yeah, nigga, you ain't gonna come up in here. She was gonna let the nigga come up in the house and get his shit while I'm in there. No, nigga, you take his shit and give it to him outside. He ain't coming up in here, cause if he come in here and talk crazy, I'm gonna kill that nigga up in here. And she had to push me in the room. I said, I would kill that nigga. I don't play no fighting shit bad, especially when I was young. I ain't play no fighting shit with them nigga. I'll fight you. I fought in prison. I even had, we had our prison pistols. But I was just like, yeah. Cause the nigga was mad that, she chose up and she put this old ass nigga out. This nigga wasn't nothing, And he had some of his shit in the closet she had in there. So that's when I started questioning her, like, how many miles is on that pussy? I got some miles on the golden spatula, but not as many miles as your little coochie. So after that, yeah, man, that shit went over, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about, man, things were lovely, man. You know what I'm saying. But what made me really know that God did that for me was when we pulled up at the gas station over there by Tyler Perry little studio, the first one. and in East Point, and we went and she was like, "I'm gonna fill the gas tank up." I said, "I'll pump it, baby. I got it." And she was like, "You want anything?" I said, "Shit, let me get a Swisher." We finna roll, nigga. And then next thing you know, listen, God said, "I did this for you, baby. I'm so proud of you or what you've been through." Cause I went through some hell shit back then. I was all escaping Mississippi and all that shit on freight trains and shit. I escaped Mississippi because they were really trying to, that dirty, evil father was really trying to kill me, man. And I escaped Mississippi on a freight train. So God, I looked up and I was like, "Thank you, God. Thank you for giving me this beautiful girl. Thank you for putting me in this aisle of like luxury." Cause this girl got money. My first wife, she worked for a TV broadcasting service. And she was a high-ranking administrative assistant. She was making figures. She was way off in the double figures. You know what I'm saying? She been there for years. And she was loved, man. My bear, my baby bear, my old goofy bear. And I was her lion. But her baby lion. And so after that, you know what I'm saying, she came out and I had filled the tank up. She had got me she had got her something to sip on. And she got my blunts and stuff and got some drinks and stuff for me. And next thing you know, she said, "You dry, baby." I said, "You should have never said that shit." That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about so fast, nigga. Oh, ding, 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 doom. That's what I'm talking about. Where we going, baby? Where we going? Let's ride. And she used to roll my blunts for me. Sure did. Oh yeah, I had to smack it in the car too. I had to smack it for her too. As a gift for her giving me that gift. I had to smack it good. Next thing you know, man, we had a good time, but you know, it turned kind of sour. But it ended out that night. We argued and shit, but it ended out. You know, I learned that, you know, the thing about me and these relationships with women, the women always gonna be jealous of me. Because if I get up under a woman, a good woman, that woman gonna build me. And when I get built, all the other little witches want to try to get at the wizard because they know I'm the golden one. And then they be they want to get me. And then my woman want to be jealous. And then it turns on me. And, you know, like at the time with my first wife, nigga, I had a mistress. And I got my mistress, that dirty Lucifer bitch. I had that bitch. And that bitch, I got that bitch pregnant behind my wife's back. I went and married, and then I hurt the mistress because I went and married my wife at the time of meeting my mistress, that dirty ass witch. She said, "Don't marry her." I was like, "What the fuck you mean don't marry her? That's my girl." I said, you my mistress. "I don't want you to marry her. We got a baby together. I want you to marry me." I'm like, "I'm not gonna marry you. I'm with her." And I went and married her, and it hurt that bitch. But so what, bitch? Wait till my wife find out that I got a baby by you. And she found out by this witch. I'm in Myrtle Beach. I'm out there living the best life, fishing and shit. I get a call on my phone. It's my wife. I'm joking and stuff. We joking and talking. She like, "Maybe I can come down." I'm like, "I'd love for you to come on down and spend the rest of the day with me now." I had money and stuff. I ain't have I had another chunk of money, but the money that they thought I had, I didn't have like that. I had money though. But you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, my phone, I hang up with my wife, and then my phone hit again. And then it's my, the mistress, my baby mother. And she, oh my God, where are you? Your brother said that you're in Myrtle Beach and you got a lot of money. You need to take me to the clinic and all this old jealous devil ass stuff to try to pull at my energy and entwine my energy with that dark ass demonic energy. Had to go through that, my beautiful, peaceful time, just fishing. And I really was finna get serious into fishing. Next thing you know, I get in an argument with her. Next thing you know, I hang up in her face, cuss her out and hang up in her face. Cause now she's a sick, jealous, psycho ass mistress. Next thing you know, the old man that was there fishing, he's like, man, don't let them women take you off your path now. Like it was an angel. One of God, like it was God in flesh telling me, just listening and knowing it was finna happen. Next thing you know, here go my wife call, and she just calling me and got the mistress on the other end, on a third line. Now I'm arguing, and and here it go. This little girl, Will, I'm not a little girl, yes you are. This little girl, Will, said that you having a baby with her. I told your wife that me and you are having a baby, and I just wanted us to come together as one, and I just wanted you to come and take me to the clinic and see how the baby is doing. And I'm like, look at this dirty, evil, rotten bitch. You trying to tear up my marriage. The girl didn't even know I had a baby coming. And she and my wife said, what you got to say about that, Will? And both of them just got quiet. I said, man, fuck both of y'all bitches. I said, I ain't trying to deal with all this shit. And they all came, both of them came at me at one time. I said, fuck both of y'all bitches. Click and hung that bitch up and cut that Listen, my phone was just, that's why I'm so happy that I don't like calls. I don't get calls on my phone. I only call and check little shit when I have to. Ain't no call. If you ain't a woman that I'm really dealing with and laying with and shit, you would not, ain't nobody calling my phone. Unless it's very important. Don't nobody have my new number. I don't even know my new number. And I like that. I just paid a bill. On God, I don't know my new number. On God. And you ain't gonna know it neither. I feel so good today. Look, so after that, man, I jumped on my little beach cruiser. You know what I'm saying? Because, my wife could have rented me a car and let me drive to Myrtle Beach. But, at that time, no license and all that stuff. And once you get in Myrtle Beach, soon as you come over that hill in Myrtle Beach from Georgia, on God Almighty, every block is a fucking state patrol car. And they sitting there right there like this. I mean, you 1 mile over that 25 miles, they finna stop you and your asses. And me, I'm automatically going in handcuffs. I got weed and all kind of shit in the car. You know what I'm saying? So, my wife took me to Myrtle Beach, and I told her she got me a room at Ramada for 2 weeks because I got into a badass situation with a bitch ass nigga, and I fucked that nigga up too. I really fucked that nigga up, but it was on a level where it would do or die type shit with this nigga. Bitch ass nigga, I ain't give a fuck. And she didn't want me to go to prison for killing that nigga. Cause I'm gonna kill that nigga. On God. I'm gonna buy me a real gun. I'm gonna buy me a real gun and kill that nigga. That nigga tried to rob me and everything, tried to hurt me, and I was just being a very vulnerable, empathetic friend to this person. African motherfucker. But anyway, so it ain't no secret. Them guns in Georgia I had was not real. They were BB guns. And I thank the Lord that I can tell the truth. I just had to put a portray out there at the time. My wife didn't want me to have a real gun because she know how I am. So I said, well, because I wanted a gun that night after I bust that bitch ass nigga up. But my wife just went and bought, she gave me some money. I just went and bought me just a pellet gun that looks real as fuck. And then I bought a rifle that looks, a BB rifle that looks real as fuck. And what I did was just portray as that I had a weapon. And I feel so good to tell the truth now. I told my wife to buy me a gun in her name, but she didn't want me to kill nobody. She knew I was gonna kill that nigga if he would have ran up on me again. And he ran up on me again. But I had that fake ass, that BB gun. And I played that shit beautiful though. I'm the wizard. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie. I'm the Messiah. Now, ain't none of that fake gun or nothing. I don't need none of that shit. I am the God, universe, and nature. I am the son of the guns. Ogun is all around me. I don't need a gun, nigga. It's just when I get all these trillions of dollars, I'm gonna have my gun on me. Cause you ain't gonna run up on me and try to rob me or nothing. I got trillions. I'm a multi-trillionaire now. Right now, this is the first allotment. The first allotment made me a multi-trillionaire. When we done, I'm the wealthiest man of the world. I'm the wealthiest man alive. I'll be done with centillions of dollars. Like one of my angels said. But let me get back to it. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I took off on my bike. You know what I'm saying? I bought me a beach cruiser. Because when she got the room, Ramada for me, she got the room, everything for 2 weeks. And, I kind of felt like we were crashing away after that. It was going to crash away because now the exposure is out there. I just married her. And now she done found out I got this old funky big head witch pregnant. And now 2 and 2 started going together with me going out and me sneaking out. So you know what I'm saying? One night she thought, she was like, you smell like sex. And I was like, no, I don't. And all that. So 2 and 2 started going together with my wife. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I cut my phone. I'm talking about that phone ringing so damn much. It was her. So I cut the phone off and took my battery out the phone. Soon as I got back to my room, the phone ringing. First one, I answer. I'm like, hello? Will. I'm like, who the fuck is this? It was my wife. I said, man, I hung up on her ass. It rung again. I'm like, what you want? What you want? I want to talk to you. We can work it out, Will. I'm like, no, fuck y'all. I'm finna leave Myrtle Beach. I'm finna catch me a Greyhound, and I'm leaving the fuck away from all y'all. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. And I hung up on God. I had enough money to get on the Greyhound. The next day, I was gonna get on the Greyhound. All them beautiful clothes I had, I'm gonna leave that shit. I probably gonna carry a lot of that shit, though. But I finna go all the way back to Mississippi. And I was gonna go be with my baby mama, Erica. I'm gonna go be back with Erica because I still had like a deep love for Erica because I had Romelius with Erica and Deja. I had Romelius and Deja with Erica. And then I left Mississippi and I went to Georgia. And that's when I got with my wife. And then I had another baby with this old witch. But I still like had my heart was still embedded in Mississippi, like with like that baby mama situation. Cause my wife couldn't have no children. She had her tubes tied. And I really wanted to get her pregnant, bro. Like she was really gonna have a surgery to get the tubes untied and try to get pregnant by me. But it would have been so many complications. So she was just taking, like, I drove, me and her, my wife, we drove to Mississippi and I did some things for my kids. I bought them all kind of shit. It was Christmas. I pulled up in a Jag on they motherfucking, no, we pulled up in what that thing was. That motherfucker was clean as fuck. We pulled up in a rental and, shit, while cause we picked my fake ass sister up and took her with us. And we partied and shit. But when we went to Jackson, Mississippi, I found them. And I spent some money on my kids, my son and my daughter. And my stepson, my first one, Nicholas. I spent money on all of them. I bought them all shoes and clothes. I bought them toys and stuff for Christmas. And shoot, man, Erica looking so damn good and now she done got thick like that country woman thick. I'm country. And soon as my wife was in there talking and shit, I done drug Erica up in the bathroom and kissed her in the mouth and rubbed that big old booty and rubbed that pussy real hard. Stuck my finger up in there. I'm dead ass serious. I ain't sticking all the way. Her clothes was still on. I just pushed up in them, pushed up through them pants and kissed her and rubbed that big old booty. I said, I love you, girl. Get the fuck on. Smack that ass. She said, I don't want to get in no trouble with your wife, man. Fuck all that shit. I got all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was just like, I put my phone back, I put my battery back in my phone, and here go this bitch leaving all these messages. That bitch left about 100 messages. My mistress, that stinking Lucifer devil that had the baby. The Atlanta baby mama. That bitch gonna sit there and, I didn't mean that. Yes, you did, bitch. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You did mean to try to destroy my marriage. And you knew if it destroyed my marriage that I would have to, go back to the wilderness and then I have to be in her fate and all that. Have to sneak in her old fruity dad house and sleep in her room and she control me and shit. Bitch, I was never gonna do none of that. I was so smart and I was working. I would have got my own place right in both of them bitches' face. On God. My Father God take care of me. Next thing you know, I turned around and I was real adamant. I said, tomorrow morning, I'm finna go buy me a Greyhound bus ticket. I'm going to Mississippi. I'm going to try to get back with Erica and be with Erica and my babies. On God. Because when I seen Erica and I kissed Erica and rubbed that big booty and shit, man, that's my the very first mother of my children. But Erica was an evil witch as well. That bitch was a pervert ass bitch, but I ain't gonna get into that. But at that time, we was locked as like a soul bond. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get on that Greyhound the next motherfucking morning. On God. I was gonna buy my ticket that next morning. They knew it. Them two witches knew it. My wife and that mistress. She knew it. They knew it. Next thing you know, like they came together or something. My wife drove all the way from Atlanta. I'm talking about doing 100 miles an hour nonstop. Drove all the way from Atlanta to Myrtle Beach to come and seal our marriage. Keep our marriage. Because when she came in, I took my BB gun and shot at her head. Cause I thought she had a real gun. I thought she was gonna come in there and kill my ass for having a baby behind her back. I really thought she was coming to stab me or kill me or something. I heard a knock. Cause I was in there playing Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. And I was finna go to Hooters and shit. Cause I was like, man, I got enough money to get to Mississippi. And when I get to Mississippi, I go get a room for $150 a week. Oh boy, let me do it for like $130. And I'm gonna call Erica and she coming right over there. And I'm gonna smack it all night. My baby is gonna be with my mama-in-law, Miss Sarah. My babies will be over there, and then the next day I'll be with my babies, beating the hell out of them. Slamming them niggas on the bed. Don't fuck, nigga. But my baby was real. That was some good baby. Little Roro at the time, that little nigga was a little demon seed. I didn't even know, but it was my baby. It was out of my pomegranates. But Nicholas was a humble baby. Nicholas was the humble one. And Deja was a devil. Full devil. Little baby devil that had all of me in her. Like when I talk to Deja, it's like talking to me. When Deja make moves, I see my moves in her. And I'm like, this is the closest child to me out of all my children. Because I got 4 children. I actually got a son that's damn near, I got a son, let me see, I'm 49. Bro, I got a son in his 30s. I don't know him. She named him my governmental name. Her name Malika, up in Atlanta. I got her pregnant before I went to prison. And I got out of prison and, you know, I called her and she was like, I heard a baby. I said, you got a baby? She said, yeah. And I said, what's your baby name? And she called my name. And I said, oh, when did you have the baby? And she said, wait a minute, who is this? And I said, this Will. And she said, Will who? I said, Alika, this Will, your motherfucking your boyfriend. Will from Mississippi? I said, yeah. She hung up right in my face. That hurted me, man. I knew that was my baby. And I had to let that go. So, you know, it's all good. Shit, I was 16 then. I was 16. And Alika was down 20-something. Tawana, that was my Navy girl. I was just finna turn 16. And she was 25. Oh, smacking that. Oh. That when I worked at the car wash. But no, after that, man, you know, my wife came. I heard knocks on the door and shit. I'm like, fuck knocking on my door. Ain't nobody supposed to be knocking on my door. I'm playing my video game. Next thing you know, open the door, it's her. I look at the key hole, it's her. And I'm like, my wife, oh, she finna come try to hurt me or something. I grab my little BB gun. I said, yeah, what's up? I just want to talk. I said, don't come up here. Let me see what's in you. I said, take everything out your pockets. Let me open your purse and everything. You ain't finna come in here and shoot at me. And she like, don't be. I shot at her with my BB. Pow! I said, don't fucking play with me. Don't come in here fucking with me. I shot right by her head on God. It was a pellet gun, a high pellet. I said, boom, don't even play with me. Cause I'll shoot you in your face with this motherfucking pellet. Don't do that to me. I come to tell you I love you. I want to be with you. I said, don't come in here like you gonna come hurt me or nothing. After that, I said, go get your own room. I always been the king of my relationships. I say, go get your own room. She went and got her own room. And we talked on the phone. I told her the truth. And she said it was that bitch ass little Matthew. It was Matthew. It had to be Matthew to bring that girl into your life. I said, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I said, you look at the way that I was sober off the weed. When you first met me, I wasn't smoking weed. I was in the program, going to classes. You loved me because I kept going to my classes. I said it was Matthew that came and brought that weed to me and that good ass weed and put me in the aisles of smoking that weed. I said it was Matthew introduced me to that girl. I told her the whole truth, man. She said, did you have sex with her in the house? I'm like, man, see, now you asking stupid ass shit. I don't want I don't want to answer that fucking question, nigga. Yeah, you did. In our bed. I'm like, man, see, that's why I'm finna hang up. Just stay down there. I'm finna leave. You ain't going nowhere. I said, yes, I am. I said, I'm leaving. She in another room. I'm in my room. I'm just on the phone talking shit. Then she was like, I'm coming up. I said, no, you're not. You ain't finna come up. I'm coming up and lay in the bed with you. I'm like, no, you're not. Now we finna play game. Now we gotta do the makeup loving. Like, you can come up and just, you can come up and visit and you have to leave. Me and my wife used to play all that shit. We used to do all that. And it was a double bed. So we played the double bed game. Then I took her and she went on and just got the room for one night, that room. And then she canceled that room and moved into my room. And we made love on the beach before we left. I fulfilled the fetish. She had a little fantasy. She wanted to make love on the beach, up under the blankets and shit. And I smacked it real good. I was scared too, though. I was hoping no police lights would be, hey, excuse me, sir. Myrtle Beach Police Department. You're being monitored and recorded. I'm over there like, oh shit. No, I smacked it real quick, baby. We gotta be quick. Let's do it right here. I smacked it up under the cover real fast and we ran like little kids. But when we got back on the highway, man, I knew destruction was coming for that shit. Cause I couldn't fuck with the bitch no more. And the bitch was on a rampage. That bitch was on a fucking Luciferian rampage. I went and got me a job. I ain't have to get no job. Because after we came back, me and my wife moved into Buckhead. We moved into the most beautiful area in Buckhead, right behind Benihana's. Right over there by P. Sissy restaurant, Justin's. That restaurant he named after his son and shit. I've been in there. I've been in Benihana's, all that shit. We used to eat right there at that, what name that motherfucker? Was it IHOP? It was one of them motherfucking restaurants. It was a nice restaurant. We used to eat there on the regular. But I went to a temp service. It was one of them temp service where they put you at jobs and you work there and then you can become permanent. Every woman in that temp service wanted me. That's why my wife didn't want me to work. She didn't want me to work because, you know what I'm saying, all the women wanted me. On God at that time in Atlanta. All the women were, all them cougars, they was on me. And she didn't want me to work. She just wanted me to stay at the fucking house. And I was just like, nah, man, I want to go and be like you. I want to help pay some bills. And see, I should have never said that shit because I never fulfilled that. I got to working. And me and my wife started just really getting into it over some dumb shit, man. And I fucked around and relapsed. That's gonna be real, the realest shit I tell you. I relapsed. That's all you need to know. But my wife worked with me and then she, you know, I got back on. Did I relapse before or after? No, it was right. It was right before. No, it was right after I got my job. I relapsed. Sure did. It was right after my job. Because I was doing so good in there. I was a dishwasher up in there. I went up in there and cleaned the whole kitchen. They tried to hire me outside of the temp service. They wanted to hire me so bad. Them white boys was so cool with me in there. Nigga, I'm up in there slugged up and everything. Grilled out and everything. And next thing you know, me and my wife just started getting into it real freaking bad, man. Over that shit with the baby. Like she just waited and then the shit just started spazzing out. And I was keeping my sobriety. I kept my sobriety a long time. I wasn't even on that type of shit. I was on just smoking my weed, going to work. All the women at work, man. I have so many women taking breaks because I worked at the Bloomingdale's up in the Lenox Mall. And they had a restaurant down in the bottom of the damn department store. And I used to work washing dishes and shit. I was loved in there. Nigga, on break, I'll go buy me a pair of shoes on break, nigga. Go buy a fit, all that shit. And one day, cause me and my wife would just keep going through it about my mistress, my baby mother, Lucifer. I just felt bad. Like, I don't know if this bitch did a spell or nothing. I just started thinking about her a lot. Cause I didn't call her no more after Myrtle Beach. I ain't call that bitch or nothing. I ain't go over there or nothing. And the next thing you know, I bought the bitch some motherfucking paternity clothes. I just started feeling, you know, like God did that. And I went over there. I'm talking about finna have the baby, like she big pregnant. I thought she had twins. And yeah, I just kept going between her and the wife. And you know what I'm saying? The wife was getting on my fucking nerves. She tried to run over me with a fucking rental car. Cause I just, like I said, her way of living, I just wasn't with it. But I really loved her at the time. My first wife, you know what I'm saying? Her living was from that other side. She was a lesbo at one time. But she came back to the covenant and it just wasn't clicking because she kept trying to waver over to that side. And I just was not with that side. I just didn't like that shit. You feel me? Like I told you, I stayed over here in the covenant. You know what I'm saying? That's why God put two women around me at that time. Because I'm always going to have two women. I'm always going to have two women. Always. And the next thing you know, I just, you know what I'm saying, things just crumbled, man. And you know what I'm saying? Once I hit that downhill slope, man, it was over. And it was like they high-fived at the end. We got them. And that's when the journey began of God. You understand? Well, it began to God holding me in his bosom and walking me through the path. But it was time for the journey of God. It was time for me to take them steps of God with him. You feel me? And that really brought the ultimate exposure of this galactic wave. It took it from that earthen ass mindset to the ultimate galactic wave when I walked away from all that shit. When I walked away from every last one of them motherfucker, even your own so-called fake ass mother. I love Ornell so much. I thought Ornell was my real mother. Ornell ain't my real mother. She my real daughter from the past life, but that past life is no more. On this side, she's nothing but a fucking auntie, a step auntie, a real step auntie. But I really loved her as my mother. Like, if you would have fucked with Ornell, I would have came and killed you. Because I really thought she was my real mother. Ornell McCoy, you would have messed with my mother, I would have fucking blew your brains out. I would have shot you dead. Let's say somebody would have raped my mother or ran up in the house and hurt my mother trying to break in the house or something. And I come in town and found out. And I find out who it is. I'm going to kill you. I don't care about going to prison. It's honorable because you fuck with my mother. I'm going to kill you because you don't know who I am. I'll walk right up to you, shoot you right in your fucking face and shoot you in your chest and shoot the niggas around you. Get shot and all that. I don't care. Because you fuck with my mother. Like my grandmother, my Oracle godmama, you would have broke up in my godmama house. Let me tell you something. My grandmother house, nigga, my grandmother had grandsons that I'm talking about we all straight from the hood. All her grandsons straight from the hood. You would die. All us would have got, man, all us would have got guns and came to kill you. Somebody broke up in Grandma Augusta's house and pushed her down and beat her up and tied her up. Oh, we finna go kill this motherfucker right now. I can't eat, sleep, or shit until that nigga die. That's the type of fucking family that royalty of my godmother had around her. Even though these motherfuckers was traitors and shit and Decepticons, we still was of one union. That means when you fuck with my Oracle godmama, my grandmama Augusta, all us gonna come kill you, bro. You gonna be dead. Now, with my mother, my so-called mother, Ornell McCoy, you would have fucked with my mother, I would have personally came and killed you. Dead. Shot you all in your fucking face about my mother and don't care about the consequences. Because that's what the sons are here for. To let you know you don't fuck with our mama. But now I'm all the way up to the highest rank. This bitch ain't even my mother. This bitch was portraying as if she was my mother. So I would have risked my freedom or my life for a woman that ain't even my fucking mother. That's sitting around quiet about it. Trying to sell me to the government for the organs. Now that shit backfired. Now you done put yourself in the pot, Ornell McCoy. You put yourself in the pot, witch. I never knew you. I don't like you. And I don't ever want to see your face ever again. You are anybody of the past. God said the only one that was gonna be able to be in my future is Duda, little Charles Murphy. Cause he's in the second death now. Cause his stinking, dirty, rotten mother killed him. Ate him and sacrificed him and shit. That's the only one. And he's a shapeshifter, a body jumper. I see him everywhere. So he's my spiritual child now. He was never my fleshly child. That nigga was birthed by Lazan Campbell. But he's my spiritual son on this side now. So it don't matter. I don't know why God wanted me to share that with y'all, but it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? The women that been in my life was assigned to be in my life to destroy me and take my crown. It was all about taking my crown and taking my throne. Something that God was never gonna let happen. Now the new women in my life, they're coming from my galaxy, from my dimension to my realm to experience the paradise of this dream with me. I'm the wealthiest man alive. I'm telling you. In a matter of days, I'd be I will possess multi-trillions. And every step I have to walk on needles out here. I have to, because there's no false moves with this type of money. You understand? I'm talking about even giving money to people. I have to be with discernment of giving money to people. Cause it's gonna be motherfuckers that just get in line. They gonna start bringing aliens that just try to get at my money, and that they'll probably bring all that money together. Can you help me get something to eat? And I'll be over there like, oh, here go 400. Could you give me 100 more, bitch? First of all, give me all that back. I ain't got nothing for you. Yeah. Alien. I give you 400 and you gonna ask for another 100. I'm taking all that back. On God. But I know it's gonna be times where I have my new ladies or whatever, and you know, they gonna have that jealousy and shit. But you know, I'm just gonna be that person. I'm a whole new being, man. I'm reincarnated, man. I'm from the ancient Egyptian times, bro. I'm A1, first phase. Let me tell you something. I'm not with no cuffing shit. I want my ladies to be my besties. And we have babies together. I told you. The woman who have my children, the women who have my children, they gonna be set for life. I'm buying them a house, put billions in their bank account, buy them about 5, 10 cars. And then you stay over there. That means ain't no woman staying in my palace. My palace is for me and my children. My palace is for my children and I. Cause I'm reaching, in a couple months I'll be 49. I'm 50 years old. So, you know, I'm in my latter years. So my palace is being built for my children. I'm just gonna be there for a minute. Ain't no woman staying in my house. I'm not gonna have that sin in my house. Now, when I want to go and fulfill my demons, I got a house that the mothers of my children can meet me at. You know, a little phone talking, got sexual, and be like, I want it. I'll be like, well, meet me at my house. I'll be over there in a minute. But my palace, you can't come over to have sex and lay up in my house. It ain't like that with me. I'm the emperor. I'm the pharaoh. My children is in my house. And this the thing. My wives are gonna come and clean my house and cook for me and stuff. I call my baby mothers up, the mothers of my children, and I'll be like, what you doing? You want to come clean my house? Come clean my house and then we'll go shopping and we'll go out tonight. All of y'all. Because I'm putting your ass in the yard too. I want them country girls. Them girls be like, Daddy, let me dry that lawnmower. Let me cut that grass. You better cut my grass straight. Do not be motherfucking putting swerves all over my shit. Cut it straight like this. Go around in a circular motion. I'll show you how to do it. Sit in my lap right quick. Have one of my wives out there in my garden. Baby, pick me some collard greens. We're going to have collard greens. I done went and got some of them oxtails from Oxtail King. So I'm going to put some collard greens with them. Go strip off a few kernels of that corn out there. Get some corn. Get some okra. I'm real, bro. I'm real like that. I'm telling you, I'm Israel. I'm as real as it get. While these motherfuckers been sitting here trying to pull women away from me, they really bringing women to me. They're really gravitating the good women to me now. Because the good women are monitoring me. The good women watching me. Why you don't think them women watch me when I'm in my break mode? That's what it's designed for. But when you got the infiltrating ass devils sitting there watching you as well and then hypocriting you and crucifying your name and shit, that makes the good ones have to sit back and be quiet and be like, you motherfuckers are the problem. That boy in there chilling, doing his own thing. He ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all the motherfuckers sitting out here fucking with him and talking about him. You losing it. It's so fucked up. Motherfucker be so focused on me that they can't even focus on themselves. That's when you lose it. Because when I know motherfuckers are watching me, when I know motherfuckers, cause Abram, the first man, they knew his nakedness. It says it in Genesis. Father knew his nakedness. You feel me? That means that while I'm in my privacy, nothing private. We're in the third eye, the third world, the oracle eye of God. So while I'm sitting here in the eye of God, how am I fooling God? And the gods and the goddesses. How can you fool them? That's why Adam walked in his nakedness. Not Adam, Atom. He walked in his nakedness because it was never hid. It's only hid when you get into your and that's so beautiful how God say that. That's how beautiful God said that. Because it goes deeper than that too. Because when I'm out in the wilderness, Lord King Solomon's palace, let me tell you something. I'm in my full nakedness. Because when I'm in the wilderness and I'm in my sleeping bags and stuff on the porches of my palaces and all that, I'm in my nakedness. Everybody can see me. Everybody, even God just looking down and be gracefully looking upon me. But see, when you go and hide, that means I come in here and hide my ways, my nakedness. But even in here, my nakedness is not hid. Because this the inner nakedness. That ain't even hid. Because this the oracle eye. These walls ain't real. This shit look real, but it's not. It's designed as if it's real. But I just, with being on this mode of the grades and the galaxy and the devils and all that stuff, these devils are designed. So they gonna be to the very end. Like I'll be laying here watching my little videos and now I hear something come through the wall talking about he gay. And God said, you know what they're doing? They're trying to take these little, and I feel like they're not even bodies. They're just whispering spirits. They don't even have a body. They be saying, and they might do. But if you got a body and you sitting on the outside of this wall, looking through this wall, trying to hypocrite a holy, sacred temple of the Lord, then that means you gotta die. Because you taking your own human fleshly will to be over here fucking with somebody. You gotta die. Plus you mocking my holy name and you telling lies on me. I'm the ultimate king. I'm the ultimate God of the surface. I'm ultimate God. You don't be, you cannot ever be, you can't even be a king if you be a homosexual. Ain't no kings in homosexual. You can be a king in dope before you be a king in homosexuality. Ain't no crowns over there. Nigga, I wear the big crown. I got the golden crown. I got many crowns in my crown. So what the fuck that tell you, bitch? You motherfuckers are trying to portray me as a homosexual. I'm far from homosexuality. I don't like none of that shit. I don't like their ways. I don't like none of that. I don't dislike, I try my hardest not to dislike the person. But their ways and their actions are fucking dislikable. Like I told you. There's no way one real man of God will be standing in a whole crowd of gay niggas. That just don't match. Look how the gay niggas, they be always walking with women. Because they're trying to be her. We don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm just getting tired of keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't fuck with the gay shit. But they keep bringing this shit because I know what it is now. They're trying to keep the daughters of Zion and the mamas of natures away from the SUN of God because I'm the #1 pick. They know I'm fertile. I'm very fertile. I'm galactically fertile. I'm the universe itself. They know. And then it's just God keep telling me P Sissy is like the prince of the sodomites. He's the one that's trying to control these sodomites to get me in a bind. A bunch of fucking sodomites. They be coming out the air, nigga. And then they walk all dressed all motherfucking strange and weirdo. You want to portray me a weirdo because of my righteousness. But you the real weirdos of wickedness and evil. There's no weirdo and righteous. Even when I have sex, I'm not no weirdo with my sex. I'm a covenant baby. I'm a structured baby. Me and my women ain't gonna have sex every night. Maybe when we first meet, we'll have sex every night until that fire die down. And then when it die down, every 30 days or every 60 days, I'll, baby, what's up? Meet me at my house. Because they're going to be on fire. They're going to want it because I done built it up. See, how you gonna fill a woman up with energy when you ain't got no energy yourself in you? How you gonna make a chicken when you ain't got no yolk in the eggshell? I've been in here a couple days and I'm still yoked up. I'm fully yoked up. I want my women, like, I want my women to my cup running over. I want to transfer my blood into that woman to fill that woman up and make her cup runneth over with blessings, prosperity, grace, mercy, happiness, joy, humbleness, peace, gentleness, kindness, because that's what my semen holds. But my semen holds a correction, a distraction, aggression, a judicial aggression, authority. My semen holds authority. My semen holds discipline. It holds correction. It holds supplication, meditation, prayer, scripture, yearning for the scriptures. I put that in a woman's womb and put it up in her body. That woman is going to be as him. Next thing, I done had sex with women that as soon as I shoot up in them, the next day she bumping gospel music and she reading the scriptures on God Almighty. Because I put it in her. Now, if I'm just every day, just ain't nothing going in her. It's just stroking her womb out. Here come, baby. Drip. That ain't nothing. Because you're just going every day. You emptying yourself out every day. You giving yourself to her every day. That means now you giving you to her. She control you now. Come on, baby, let's lay down and give me some. No. I'm gonna give you a good night of that good. And that morning, I'm gonna give you some good, because that's gonna be the season finale. And then after that, maybe 30 days down the road, when I'm filled up and I'm still on this journey of God and doing things, I got all this money and stuff, and I'm opening up ministries, I'm opening up buildings to make places where the homeless can come and be in. You know what I'm saying? Then once I get done and God say it's time for your break, then I call, baby, about that time. And by that time, her little womb on fire if she's a real good woman of God to her king. That means she ain't finna go out there mess with nobody else. She ain't gonna even think of another nigga. Because God ain't gonna let her. Fill her body up every time. You have to have correction over your body. You can't just God told me that some of these queen harlots out here, the queen harlots, wanna sell coochie for me. But that gonna involve me having to have sex with them too. Cause they gonna wanna probably, get some every now and then. But it's not gonna be on their time. And I'm not no man to be over there. It's like the women, I'm talking about, God told me, women out here want to sell that thing for me. And just put me in a room like this and just keep me nested and just bring me money. Put this up for me, daddy. And get them a room and make their money. And then come lay with me at night. But that's where I have to have my discretion. Because if I'm the master of the little harlot gang, I ain't finna lay with you like that. I'll sleep with you, but I'm not gonna give you me all the time. That make me a Jake. If I'm the Don Juan, why would I want to just keep smacking it? And then you use your instrument for money, so you can't do nothing but Bob on the milkshake. That's all you gonna get is a taste. I'll take the money though. I'll buy them what they need. What you need, baby? No, I ain't in that shit. I'm not into none of that. I'm a country boy. I like to have me a couple good women that I, have like that little, back then it was relationship cuffing shit. I ain't cuffing nothing. I got too much money. But like I told you, my children gonna be in my house, my palace. And on my land, I'm building my children mansions. Like Lil Boosie. I'm building my children mansions on the land. So when they get 17, or I might not just build it on the land. Right before their 17th birthday, I might be like, where would you want to stay? Where you want to stay? Besides, here. And if they say they want to stay somewhere in California, I'll go buy them a mansion in California. And on their 17th birthday, we'll fly them out to California and then, have a big birthday bash for them. And then, take the blindfold off. They got got a truck, a car, and they got the mansion. And, you know what I'm saying? Hand them off to, because once they get 17, that's the lucky number 8. God got them there. I ain't got to worry about them. They know where I'm at. I'm a real tough love father. Even when I'm with my little babies, I had my little babies cleaning up the whole house. And they were just having fun. I'm telling you now. Like my babies worth gazillions, my new babies. They gonna be their ass out there working in that yard too. I got 300 acres. You don't want to mess up and start getting D's and C's and D's and F's up in school. Because if you do, I'm going to work your ass to death out there. And you're going to be grounded. I'm going to have a room built in my kingdom. I'm going to have a room built. It's going to be called The Hole. For real. Ain't gonna be no locks on the doors or none of that shit. But The Hole, it gonna be a room where my twins, they got real houses inside my house. Soon that you go on their elevator floor, it's a big foyer. They go in the double doors and they got a whole mansion up in there. I'm talking about they got their own laundry room in that bitch. They got their own fucking kitchen, gourmet kitchens and shit. They got their own like master bedroom with the bathroom in the bedroom, and they got their living room. They got all that shit in their own fucking room. They got mansions in their rooms in my palace. So, they got everything. Everything. I am to make sure of that. They got everything. But at the end of the day, you going to school and start making C's and D's and shit. Man, grab you a couple days of clothes. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Grab you 7 days of clothes for school. Grab you 7 outfits. Give me your phone. Give me your key to your elevator. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You going to the hole. Show lives. And the hole gonna be on the floor, like right where you can, it's right in the like where the living room, the dining room and shit at, where the kitchen at in my big palace part. And yeah, it's a see-through glass room that I can see you doing all your homework. Ain't no lock on the door. I ain't finna put no lock my children in no fucking room. I would never do that. Ain't no lock on the door. You can come out to the kitchen and get you something to eat and stuff, but you going right back in that damn room and get right. Ain't nothing in there but a computer desk and a bed and a closet and a bathroom for, and a closet for their clothes. Ain't nothing else. No TVs, nothing. and it's glass so I can see you. Your ass gonna do all your homework for a week. You gonna be doing homework today. You gonna read all that shit. You gonna do all your work. You ain't finna have no F's up in mine. You having all A pluses and I God forbid a B. I want all A's. I always been like that with my children. Cause if you get all A's, you on a higher level with this shit. You going all the way to the higher ranks of this shit. You become getting up in lawyer status, governor status, mayor status, chief of police status. When you get all A's and start moving high in your education, cause it's only you that can elevate yourself forward through education. Not this first set of kids, them lazy motherfuckers. Them fat Shreks. I'll be like, that, ain't you supposed to go to school today? Yeah. Mom said I ain't have to go. I'm tired. What your grades like? Yeah, I got F's. Man, you ain't my fucking child. Get the fuck away from me, fat motherfucker. You ain't my child. You her child. But my new baby's automatic. They automatic A plus. And I'm gonna keep them entwined into their educations. Anything they want to do in school, I'm paying for it. Any like football, anything like that, I'm paying for all that shit. They gonna get the high price shit. I might let my kid go to a private school. I really don't want my kids in no school. Cause them bad influences and shit pull your child into exile. And I ain't trying to have that shit. I ain't trying to have my children going through what I've already been through for them. I've been through the drugs. I've been through the prisons. I've been through the violence. I've been through getting shot for them. They ain't never got to experience that shit. I did it. So why would I let them go and be into that shit? I'm not letting none of that shit happen. I'm going to have my baby signing contracts. If you fuck up, I'm taking everything from you. I'm taking everything. Put you right back over there with your mama. Because when I have these children, my children going to be raised by me. The mama's going to be in the life, but the mama's going to be the co-parents. My children going to be with me. My house is $8.5 billion. You think my children ain't going to be with me? Especially when they get like 15, think my children ain't coming over my house. They coming to be with me. All of them got little mansions in their house. They all got rooms in there. All my offspring kids. I'm finna have kids of many nationalities. I'm finna have kids of different nationalities. And they my babies. And they all sisters and brothers in there. Ain't nobody gonna be fighting nobody. Y'all gonna fight together. It's that time. I'm gonna have some beautiful children, and they're gonna take care of me when I get old. God giving me old life now. I'm gonna have my great grandbabies in my hand when I'm finna lay in that ground. God said I'm gonna have my great grandbaby in my hand. My grandbaby. It's gonna be one of my little young grandbabies, a boy. I'm going to die with that grandbaby in my hand because that body is mine. I'm going to transfer my spirit into my grandson, which is me. And I'm going to die in my bed, King David, with my baby, my grandbaby in my arms. And when the spirit come out, it gonna come right into the baby. So when my eyes close, my eyes open right up in my grandbaby. Mm-hmm. And guess who gonna be the mother? My grandmother, which is now gonna be my daughter. That's so crazy. Back and forth, back and forth. Hey! Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to have that look. God wanted to get that time because, it's going to be my last day in the room. And I'm going to spend every minute in here because Father did give me some good rest to my flesh. My flesh is really rested in multiple ways. I just want to come out here with a whole new perspective, like just not focusing on everybody as who's the villain and who's the good and all that, but just entwine myself into the oracle eye and see the beauty of this dream, because it ain't nothing but a dream. God said, He said, when I put you in the bed, before I came in here, He said, when I lay you down on the porch, when I was on one of my palace porches, He said, when I lay you down, He told me in the scripture, He said, when you open your eyes, you're gonna be forever in a dream. And that's beautiful. So now I'm in a dream in this unit, but when I walk out there, I'm walking straight into a dream. My dream. This is my dream. Overall, is my dream. Like everybody sitting out there, when I come out there, they gonna know it's my dream because they can feel it. I bring life to the dead. I don't be out there trying to be mean to people and hurt people and shit. But you ain't gonna hurt me and you ain't gonna be mean to me. Because if you be mean to me, I'm be mean to your ass. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And my guardians let me know I ain't never got to worry about a motherfucker touching me no more. All this is counted. Every hair on my body is counted. Better not one hit that ground unless I'm shaving. Wish I would have kept my clippers, but God told me to get that shit away because I had sharp objects in there that could be used against me. Plus, He said them clippers was dog clippers. They used to cut dog hair with them clippers. So, giving me them clippers, they knew it. Yeah. Let you shave your hair with dog hair, nigger. And I never used them. God would never let me use them because I seen all this hair and I said, this a white motherfucker use these clippers. That's dog hair. They was shaving their dog. I threw that shit away. I'm looking for me a big, pretty sleeping bag. I want a sleeping bag that I'm talking about that bed lay out like a mattress. Well, I just don't like carrying them heavy ass sleeping bags. Cause I carry all my shit now. The little things I have, like, I've been wearing this one outfit. It's clean. But I just wear it cause you know what I'm saying? God don't want me buying shit. My money is at the low end right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm still all right, but it's at the low end after getting this room. But God wanted me to do it. God did this. It was gonna be done. I understood through the scripture what He was saying now. I just ain't finna get no more for store. I could have got me a storage this time. I'm not getting none of that shit no more. You ain't taking my shit away from me no more. Fuck that shit. I'd rather just, tough it out through the days with different outfits and shit and just keep going. All them beautiful, all that stuff gone. But the spirit of it don't leave. God places it in another place for me. You motherfuckers ain't gonna keep taking my money and taking my stuff? No, it ain't gonna work like that no more. I'm finna go, y'all. 8, 9, bow. Oh yeah, let me say this, man. Let's work on my YouTube. Let me get my subscribers back, my family. Let's work on my YouTube. But when I'm in the wilderness, I'm trying hard not to be doing all them video with all that anger and aggression, y'all. I'm gonna try hard. But let's work on my channel, y'all. And I'm gonna try to do my Cash App card and stuff. I got a Cash App card now, but I'm gonna try to hook it up and stuff in due time. Y'all support the baby or whatever. But let's get me back on live so I can pop that shit with the fam. I'm talking about the outer rim fam and the inner rim fam. YouTube, as I tell you every time, I'll be good. They like, shut up, nigga, you ain't been good now. No, I'll be good, YouTube. All right, y'all.